Hey guys, what's going on? Back again with another video. As you can see on the screen and the title, this is going to be about the summoning key, a little bit of the backstory, the origins, the inspiration that Treyarch and the devs used for the summoning key inside the story. I know there's multiple parts of the summoning key, the backstory. This is going to be a whole nother part that nobody knows about. Like I said a couple years ago when I originally solved the what I thought was the impossible Easter egg, because like Jason said, there's multiple different things out there. Some that people have gotten close to, people that haven't gotten close to some of the Easter eggs. So back, I think maybe 3 years ago, I solved that. If you look throughout the Shadows of Evil map, there's stuff scattered hinting at that everything was going to be based on the Cats the musical. It's about how when the cats get old, they go to their quote unquote kind of like um, religious figure and tell them, they want to be reborn into a younger version. I know in our story, Ultimus kind of, or Primus kills off the other version of himself. Maybe that increases their chance to get reborn another time. Kind of like you see in the top, cats get 9 lives, and it's supposed to symbolize how maybe cats go through this cycle, and then every life they get reborn into a younger version of themselves. So that's what the impossible Easter egg was back then. But I always keep looking for other things, stuff that's just as big as that. I'm not going to go too much more into detail because I've already talked about this a couple times. You can either pause it, you can research it yourself, and that's the other thing too. Is the purpose of these are to get people steered in the right direction. See how Treyarch and the devs, Call of Duty, and other video game studios make video games altogether. A lot of it has to do with stuff from their childhood. For me, when I do it, because I actually help them with some stuff from Black Ops 4, and then I help them with some stuff in Cold War, is I like doing it for stuff that never got the attention, maybe stuff that, like, maybe like cult classic stuff that, didn't have a big following, but it's worth it. It should get its notice. It should get its recognition. And that's some stuff that I kind of based some of the stuff that I helped them with in Cold War. So again, moving on, this is just some stuff that they used for Black Ops 3, the Impossible Easter egg. Every scene kind of matches up with the movie or Broadway play, but you can still rent it and check it out. And I've told people to make sure you watch it, make sure you check out the rental for the 1980s version of Cats, not the new one. The new one is not a good movie. So moving forward, like I said, I'm going to try and speed through this. I don't want to ramble on too much. So again, this is going to be about the backstory of the summoning key. So in Der Eisendrache, and this is something else that I solved. I did talk about it a couple years ago. Also, the plunger at the time was so random, nobody knew what it was about, including me. I think it would take a couple years for me to realize and it would click. And like I said before, the thing about solving Easter egg, it's like a cipher. Once you know the key, you start figuring out now, like, okay, this is how I can start looking at stuff differently. I knew that this is based off a movie slash musical. Books are really important too, and that's helping out with the Library Alexandria's. And looks like Shadows of Evil was also based off of Alexandria, the city. So you can see now how your brain is going to start working differently. Maybe when the next game comes out, you can kind of start piecing stuff together a little bit faster and quicker, maybe see where we're going. So at the time, nobody knew what the whole plunger was about. It was so super random. And again, I got this confirmed by people at Treyarch. I'm not going to say names because people are going to maybe start going to them. That already happened to me. Once you start mentioning names, people start spamming their Twitter account, looking for answers, looking for confirmation. I'm not going to give any names or who confirmed it. It doesn't matter if people believe me or not. So again, what it actually was an Easter egg for is that the Rising Rocks Castle and maybe Gorod Krovi and Revelations were all going to be based around Super Mario Brothers. Again, if you don't know the Mario Brothers, Mario and Luigi are plumbers in the story. I think eventually they were something else, but then they changed them to plumbers. But for majority of their careers, they're plumbers. There was a cartoon, really cool cartoon. Um, I think even one, as far as connecting it also to Horizon Rock again, the one of the cartoon episodes were named "Searching the Mountain for the Iced One" or something like that. Um, and I guess that's where they got the Easter egg from for one of the ciphers. And the giant, the cipher decoded as you have to search the mountain for the frozen one. There's an episode of Super Mario Brothers with the same exact title. So moving forward, again, this is all confirmed by Treyarch and some of the devs, the higher up devs, not just like some random person, whatever, not some fake inside information, and I'm not going to tell you who it is. These were confirmed by people at Treyarch, some of the designers, I guess I'll call it that way. So again, Horizon Rock is loosely based off of Bowser's Castle. You go to Gorak Krovi, the dragon fight and stuff like that's supposed to symbolize Bowser and stuff like that. So again, I'm just going to speed through this and going now to Revelations and what the summoning key is based off of. In Revelations, you can wall walk, that's like a tongue twister. You can wall walk on certain locations that look exactly like in Super Mario Brothers Galaxy. Everything forward from here is from Super Mario Brothers Galaxy. I think it was on Wii, and you can see how it's out of space exactly like Revelations. And even Jason Blundell said it in an interview. They laugh and they chuckle when people don't even make the connection. They're literally wall running and literally passing by Easter eggs that they should know what it's from. So as you can see, you get the blue Apothicon sun, which is a whole other can of worms. And the right hand side of the photo, they're in outer space. This is exactly the same like anti-gravity section of Revelations, where the Horizon Rock is with the wall run if you want a free perk. Again, this is all stuff for research, so go research Super Mario Brothers Galaxy, go look at some gameplay footage. There's a lot of stuff you can pick apart that they used for Black Ops 3. So again, this is going to be about the summoning key. If you're not familiar with it, the summoning key is kind of the artifact that was found and used, and it can use for bad and good and stuff like that. So this is more about the origins or where the inspiration came from. So in the same Super Mario Brothers Galaxy, you're fighting in the final round on the summoning key. I think they call it Bowser's reactor. So I don't know too much of the backstory, so if somebody else wants to kind of, like I said, do some more research, read about it. The final fight for Super Mario Galaxy is on the summoning key, but they call it like Bowser's reactor. It's something similar that he used to kind of capture galaxies. His whole idea was to go from galaxy to galaxy, kind of like premise, and kill off the other versions. I think he was trying to capture all the galaxies for himself. He would trap them inside the summoning key. Again, you can see it here plain as day. I know there's still going to be trolls and haters that are going to say, that's not the summoning key, that looks like nothing the summoning key. The summoning key is, something else, but it's fine. I understand people are upset that they didn't solve it, or their favorite YouTuber didn't solve it. So this is the summoning key with inspiration from it. Like I said, when I help them with stuff, I pick stuff from my childhood that was inspiring to me, that I thought maybe that didn't get the attention, that I thought maybe the fans would love, and it ended up being fan favorites. So that's nothing to hide. There's some of the maps in Cold War that turned out to be the fan favorites, everyone's favorite. Even the cutscenes and stuff like that were stuff from pop culture that I thought never got the attention, stuff that I loved as a kid. So anyways, moving forward, again, that's the summoning key, and the game ends the same way as it does in Revelations, where it gets sucked into itself, and then you kind of get spat out into a new galaxy, something like that. It ends the same exact way. And again, you would really want to go check out some cutscenes, and you'll start seeing, oh my god, that's what that's from. That's exactly what that's from. Again, I probably talked for about, I don't know, maybe like 10 minutes. Actually, it's going to be like 9 minutes. So I'm going to end it there. I don't want to talk too much. If by chance you want me to talk about more stuff, let me know. I'm not going to ramble on too much. There's a lot I can talk about. There's a lot of cutscenes I could have taken. There's even the same Super Mario Galaxy, or something from Super Mario, I think, was also used in Gorak Krovi, more other stuff in Gorak Krovi. So like I said, if you want to search Super Mario Brothers games, you'll kind of see how everything was kind of used for inspiration for Black Ops 3. Again, it's another part of the Impossible Easter egg, or another version, or another Impossible Easter egg. I'll see you guys later.